Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll. I'm just going to show you from my window here just how nasty it is out there right now. There we go. There's the back of my house. And the trees are just a-whipping away. I mean, it's not really bad, but you can hear it, you know, the wind and the rain and all that wonderful stuff. It's just a gray day, you know, but it is what it is. And there's just Mabel and me. Yes, there's Mabel and myself inside the shop here. Yeah, she doesn't like rock and roll music. I just put it on for noise, and it makes her oversensitive, and she hisses a lot. So you got to put really soft music on for her. And I was being silly the other day with her, and I had some rock and roll music going on, and the person on there that was saying, like, yeah, and I did it too, and she hissed at me, and I went, uh-oh. You know, that's what makes her want to bite you and all that. She's a cat that gets very sensitive to sound and whatnot. So she likes to see out her window what's going on and everything else. So yeah, that's very important to her. So anyways, we're going to work on this hand here. I've got the Milliput ready, and we are ready to fix this hand up. Then we'll let it dry. And see, this still might be too much just for this little bit, and that was 2 of them. I should have cut that in half again, but oh well, I live and learn. I'll look at other parts of the doll and see if it needs anything anywhere else. Some Milliput. All right. So we're just going to come up here. I have a tendency of pulling towards myself. Okay, there we go. Up in here. So we just need little bits all the time. That's all we need. Just a little bit, even smaller than that. Okay. There we go. Just up in here. That's all we need. Just a little bit in there. There we go. I think what we'll do is we'll just put a little bit right in this area as well. Finish this area off where I started. There we go. So now we got this area. Ooh, hear that wind? It's attacking the door. It's windy out there. Windy. Sometimes that's when I wish this was attached to the house. I gotta walk through the backyard. I'm not made of sugar. I always said I'm a bitter old woman. There we go. I'm not. Okay. Maybe right down in here as well. There we go. So there we go with that now. We just let that dry. And that's all you have to do. Now this hand has been fixed, and now we have a beautiful arm waiting for us. Just once we sand this, it'll turn out just gorgeous. This is going to be a beautiful arm in the end, and we saved her original hand that goes with her. So let's take a look at the rest of her body if there's something else that needs to be fixed. I don't remember. I have not picked it up in a while, so we'll take a look at it here. See if it needs any Milliput anywhere. If not, I have a toe to fix over yonder there, so we're going to fix that toe next if that's the case. Well, I got to take some paint off her nose. Her leg looks to be okay. It needs some paint taken off. No, it's all in great shape. So that's it for that. So we'll put this arm back in here because it's okay. But we do need to make some toes. I don't know if do I have enough. Oh, I got enough to make toes. I'm pretty sure I do. Let me get this foot out. Let's take a look. We have a toe missing on one and a whole slew of toes on the other one here. Now I'm going to have you take a look at this here. So we're missing a whole thing of toes. So I wish they had kept the piece that came out, but they didn't. So I'm going to need my tools here for making toenails. Let me see. What do I want? I finally found all my tools here. This is what I was looking for one day. Staring right at me, right in the face. There they were. These are for clay, actually. People who work on clay, making clay, anything with clay. But they're really great also for making and helping you with your toenails and whatnot. So, we've got to look at both ends of these things too, because one end will have one thing, and the other end will have a different device on it. Nope. Here's one that I really like. Well, that might, how did I ever use that? No, I don't want that. Is it this one here? No. I think it's this one here. I'm just going to go stay with this one right now. See, it's kind of nice for that toenail, but it doesn't matter. We'll just fix this. So what we're going to do is kind of flatten this area out. Okay, we need to go right into here. See where we're going? So I need a little bit of water. I know they say don't put water with composition, but I'm not soaking the doll. As you see, I'm just using it as a glue almost for the composition. So we're going to put this in. So I'm going to make sure you're coming up right in this area here. We're going to just take this stuff and we're going to position it in such a way that we're going to manipulate it into this hole, into this area here. See what I just did there? I hope you got to see all that. There we go. There's a lot over here, so we're going to push some of it over this way. Over this way that we can push over. So big toe to big toe here. Know what side your toes are on. That's important. Okay, there we go with that. Now, we want to make sure that we're go. And now we want to press down our bed, nail bed. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I want you to see that. Now I want to put a little hole for those dimples, a dimple hole. I want to just give it a little dimple hole. Do we have dimple holes? Yes, we do on this one. So we'll go there, there. How many do they give? 1, 2, 3, 4. They give 4. 3, 4. There we go. All right, so there's my foot. Right there. What do you think? I think that's pretty good. Okay, so that's my foot, and that's how I do my toes. I hope you enjoyed seeing that, and I was able to get that on camera, and you could see it all happening. Now the thing is that I'm trying to make it as smooth as possible so that I don't have to do too much sanding to this, because I don't want to sand out my lines. Very important that my lines stay where they are, my toe lines. That's what I'm talking about there. So we want to make sure that all stays nice and smooth, and that we get this where it needs to be. Oh, that looks great. Yeah, that looks wonderful. So there's her toes back in order again. Very simple, very easy. All right. And I did it with 2 tools. 2 of these tools right here. Well, I'm going to put that up on my wing dinghy to dry. I used this here for making the splits down for the toes and to make the nail beds. I use this little thing here to use to put the little dimples in. So those are my tools that I use. Those are my two little tools there. Your tools, like I'm going to tell you right now, are everything to you. They mean everything to me. And You don't need expensive tools. All you need is some tools. And cleaning them up is important too, because you want to be able to use them again and have fun with them. That's what it's always about, is having fun with your tools. And tools are great to have. But, ouch, ouch, ouch. You got to be careful. They do stab you too. There's some sharp ones in there. All right. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. I think that turned out really nice. I've done this before. Not the first time I've done this. Probably won't be the last either that I have done this, you know. So, yeah. This won't get sanded. This will stay like this. I'll probably just do a little bit up along there. Maybe that. But it's pretty much what you see is what it's going to get, you know. And, yeah, that's it. So, yep. There we go. So I hope you like that. Now I do need to make a toe here. Okay, and I'll just make up, the next time I make up Milliput, I have to do a tiny, I'm going to try to do the tiniest I can. I'm so used to doing these great big globs all the time, and then I'm left over with them. But hey, I managed to use up my Milliput, so there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned a little something from me here. And this is looking wonderful here. We're going to let that dry, and we're going to let this dry now. And I'm going to go in the house and rip that body apart, wash my hands, have something to eat, and rip that body apart. I think that would be great to do. And then I'm going to have to clear my table here, which is going to be a work in itself, a job in itself, but that's okay. And we'll get it cleared off, because a lot of this stuff does need to go back to where it needs to go back to. It's I'm out of line here. You know, stuff, you know, you use tools. See, I got tools. All my tools are sitting out here, which is great because you want them, but they do have to return back so you can do the next job. And the next job will be laying out my material and cutting. So there we go. I love it. She looks great. Nice toes. All right, thanks for joining me. We'll be back again with some more. I hope you've seen a lot here and you enjoyed this. So bye-bye. Oh, hit the like button. Subscribe. And yeah, there we go. Toes. She can tap dance now. But anyways, yeah, and this will just paint up beautifully after. So thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.